Okay, let's unpack this for a little bit and just frame it, because from a professional perspective, fee worthiness, loyalty, empowerment, advocacy, building on the foundation of technical ability and reputational equity as a financial professional. Now there's thought leadership in terms of content creation. There's intellectual property in terms of creating workflows and automated process. But you hit on something that's very compelling. The ability to ask questions, to see things through the lens of a client. Like Chris Jepson mentioned to me a scenario where a financial professional can go onto ChatGPT and just ask it a question like, I'm an affluent, high net worth, self-made business owner and investor. I'm contemplating switching financial advisors so I can have my complex needs addressed. What should I look for? And seeing what chat tells a client to look for in a financial professional is probably a good exercise as a professional to expand their thinking around how they're perceived and how they stand out from the pack. Number one.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So that's a great example of using it for research purposes. Right? You could even cut it a little bit deeper. Like in our first episode of our series, we talked about the example of an advisor who has a niche working with business owners who are going to experience a liquidity event. So you can ask ChatGPT, hey, I've got my foothold in the technology space with business owners. These are rapidly growing companies. There's liquidity events all the time. They happen quickly. What is on the mind of a business owner who's going to sell a software company? But it gets better because you can say, I want to understand their mindset from a technical standpoint around the technical aspect of the transition, valuation, timing, finding the buyer, etc. But I also want you to consider the emotional aspect of selling a business. You're going from business owner, where your identity is consumed as being the business owner. You created this thing, to now you've got a check or you've got a stream of income. You've been paid for that thing. You have relationships that existed with your team, your management team, your employees, etc. How is that impacted when there's new management that comes in? So you can ask ChatGPT to do, or any other AI tool to do its best to think about the human side, the emotion, the apprehension, the excitement, the tension. And then with all of these tools, right? And I've been drilling this into the clients that I consult with all of these tools, the better the prompt, the better the outcome. And I love your framework, Duncan. You should tell the audience about your framework for prompting. I won't steal your thunder because it's brilliant. And I know the teams that are using it are getting fantastic results.
Well, and it's very simple. It's just a Kickstarter. When you go into ChatGPT, based on the Socratic method and based on just understanding that many issues are 2 or 3 questions deep, just kickstart it by telling Chat the role, both in terms of you, who you are, and what the addressable audience is, the goal, what are you trying to accomplish, and then to your point, the soul. So role, goal, soul. Soul is just to humanize it. And that's often in the 3rd or 4th prompt as you drill down. But I found that just going in with that mindset, you generally get into the red zone in terms of what you're looking for.